Hi guys, I have been scammed, and no, this is not clickbait. I have been scammed for real. Right here is a copy of my tenancy agreement for this house where I live in, and you guys, going through this document, I just knew that oops, they have used my hair to fry gari in this UK. Now, you remember when I told you guys that I suffered to look for a guarantor? Like, I went through hell and back to look for a guarantor. You guys, newsflash, guess what? We are 5 in this house, 2 Nigerians, 2 British, and 1 Libyan. But guess what? It's just me and the Nigerian that they gave that condition to look for a guarantor or to pay 3 months up front. Like, we were talking about it, and these other 3 guys are like, they don't even know what are people talking about? Turns out that it was just me and the Nigerians. In other words, it is a crime to be a Nigerian. But you guys, that one is just barely scratching the surface. If that was the only problem with everything in here, I would have said, okay, it's not a problem. But you guys, before I saw this document, ask me why I signed a document I did not see physically. I did not read. Well, don't blame me, because when I went to the office to sign, I was in a hurry. I was rushing to work and I needed that document for a bank, so I did not really look at it well. You guys, but don't be like me. Call me stupid, call me foolish. Why would I sign a document? Why would I append my signature to a document I did not read? Anyways, guys, I don't want you to be like me. Before I get to the details of this very funny document, let me tell you about Amber student, because if you fall victim like me, you have yourself to blame. So if you're coming to the UK in September 2025 or in January 2026, have you heard of Amber students? If you've not heard of Amber student, or sit down, calm down, let me explain. So apparently Amber students has a platform where you can just log in, go to the app or to the website. The platform allows you to search for houses based on your city, based on your location. So for instance, I'm in Leeds now. I could say Leeds Beckett University. It gives you a rundown of houses very close to Leeds Beckett. So you can see houses as low as 15 minutes walk to school, 20 minutes walk to school, 30 minutes walk to school. You could see cheaper accommodation for like £80 in a week. £80, I kid you not. This is like one of the cheapest deals you can get. And then the best part is that you can see pictures of these houses. You can see videos of these houses in real time. So it's not a case of what you ordered versus what you get. Whatever you see on the platform, that is really what you get. And of course, the best part of it is that all of these houses are bills inclusive. You guys, there's some content. Don't worry, hold on. Let me just finish. These houses are bills inclusive, which means your electricity, your gas, your council tax, everything is catered for in the rent you pay. For instance, if you pay £80 a week, everything is bills included. Nobody's coming again to charge you extra. Now, Amber Students platform makes it even easy, because if you're in Nigeria, a lot of people say, how do I contact the agent from Nigeria? How do I contact the agent? You don't have to bother. From Nigeria, you can actually access them. You can contact them via WhatsApp. You can contact them via live chat on their website. You can call them. You can call them on phone if you want. You can email them. So all of these channels are available for you to communicate, which means you can actually move into your Amber student home from Nigeria, from the airport, straight to your house. So you've settled your bills, you've settled everything. You don't have to come and start house hunting, the whole stress of no. Amber students got you covered. And you guys, all you need to do is to check the link in my description. Check out the houses you like. Look at them well. If it's something you like, if it's something that is really close to your school, make your payments, make your inquiries, and boom, you are good to go. Okay, don't wait till rush hour, because that last minute time, that's where you don't get like all of the spec of houses you want. This is the best time to start searching for the houses and start making deposits and start, making arrangements to move in. Anyways, good luck. I wish you good luck with that. But now let us go straight into this document. Amber students cannot relate, but the only reason, like I said, the only reason why I am taking you through this sham of a document is because I don't want you to be like me, okay? So first of all, I know I've said this here on this channel that my house is bills inclusive. Guess what, guys? Guess what? It's a lie. It's right here. The bills are excluded. So what I'm paying, we still have to contribute to pay for gas, for electricity, for water, for everything. So what I saw on that side that says this amount for bills inclusive is a lie, big fat lie. Again, this is another reason to choose Amber students, because why not? Why am I seeing a different amount on the site, and then I move into the house, the story has changed? That's one. Secondly, you guys, the contract, like I said in another video too, in that video where I talked about like student accommodation, I talked about look at the tenancy duration, because sometimes you want to live in a house, after 3 months you're tired, you saw a better place, or you have more money, you want to rent a more comfortable space. But this agreement here says 1 year tenancy agreement. You guys, what I saw on the side, minimum stay nil, maximum stay nil. What that meant was that I could move out of the house anytime I want. So why am I seeing an agreement and the agreement is saying 1 year tenancy? You guys, that means if I'm tired of this house by next month, I cannot move. Again, call me stupid, call me foolish. I agree, because I signed my document. My signature is here. I signed this document. Like I said, I was in a hurry. In my mind, I'm like, what can possibly be in a tenancy agreement? You agree to live inside. This is the amount you're paying. In my mind, everything has been sorted out. I did not go through the details. This reminds me, my friend told me some days ago that she was house hunting. She finally saw a house, and so when she settled that, oh, this is the house I want, she asked the landlord to send in the agreements for her to read and all. Do you know that she read, after reading through some of the contracts, some of the clauses, she highlighted them and sent them back to this landlord to say, please, these clauses are, it feels really off. There's something, it's just not suitable for me. And guess what the landlord says? I'll tell you guys at the end of this video. Because it's so funny and sickening. Okay, I'll tell you, but let's look at this agreement. So one of the clauses, I'll just read half of it and then explain. One of the clauses here says, if in the landlord's opinion, the state of cleanliness or general condition of the premises at any time during the tenure of the standard and anyways, let me just explain. So what the landlord says here in this clause is that if he comes into this house, this property, and he doesn't like the condition of the property, in his mind or in his heart, it is dirty, it doesn't look as neat as he wants it, guess what he's gonna do? He's going to hire cleaners to clean it, and then we, the occupants of the house, are going to pay for that cleaner to clean it. In other words, he could tell us that he spent £100 cleaning the house. Maybe he spent like £50. But he would have to tax us to clean the house because he's not satisfied with the level of cleanliness in his house. Moving on. So this is another interesting part of this agreement. So it says, if an occupier wishes to leave the property before the end of the term, the tenant should follow this procedure. First of all, you are going to pay £50. Let me just summarize. You're going to pay £50 because you're going to make a new agreement. Like this is this is a charge. You're going to pay £50. It doesn't stop there. You're also going to, the deliver should agree. No, the deliver should look for a suitable replacement for the house. In other words, you're not just leaving. After paying the £50, you must look for a suitable replacement to be in that room as you leave. Okay. Now, in case you don't see replacement, in case your village people pursue you, come UK and you don't see replacement, it says the remaining occupier should make sure the leaver continues to pay their share of the rent and other charges and leave appropriate contact details and bank information. In other words, if you don't see someone to replace you, you have to keep paying the rent, you have to keep paying the charges, the electricity, the water, everything. You have to keep paying it until your tenancy expires. But living in bondage, no do pass this one, I swear. You see why I said use our students. So in our students, they'll tell you, okay, this is 6 months. 6 months is 6 months. 3 months is 3 months. 4 months is 4 months. This is not what you order versus what you get. No. Okay. So if a suitable replacement is found, the leaver, the remaining occupiers, and the replacement should agree with the landlord and each other how rent and other charges should be apportioned. Blah blah blah. Well, this one is a bit better. In other words, if you don't see anybody, sorry for you, because like I said, this 1 year thing, it paid me say they are forcing me to do a 1 year tenancy. But in my mind, I'm a Nigerian. I know my way around it. If I want to leave, I'll leave. Okay, moving on. Never finished. So interesting things. There's one other one. Hold on. Yes, before I forget, ensure that rubbish does not accumulate at the property, and on collection days, put out and bring in the bins. Keep the bins clean and contact the local authority for replacement if a bin goes missing. Imagine, like, we should ensure that the dirty does not pile up. You guys, when I came to this house, it was almost like 3 weeks later before they took out the trash. outside was full, kitchen was full. How is it my fault? Like, is it actually ensure that the bins are away? How is it my fault? It was like 3 weeks later that they took out the trash. Landlord say it's gonna hold us. He's going to hold us responsible. Hold on, he never finished. So another interesting part, okay? Another interesting part. The landlord may make a reasonable charge to the tenant if the landlord has to call at the property because the tenant has lost any key to the property. In other words, if you call the landlord, hello, Mr. Landlord, my key is missing. Can you help me open the door? If you call him between 10 a.m. in the morning and 4 p.m. in the evening, you pay a fine of £20 for him to come and open that door for you. Now, if you call him between 4 months, landlord, they enjoy you. Landlord is fudging. If you call the landlord between 4 p.m. and 10, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m., you pay a charge of £45 for him to come and open your door because you lost your key. Now, I was just asking myself, like, even if I'm a bad person, for instance, why do I have a bad relationship between my remaining 4 flatmates that I cannot call any of them? Hello, please, oh, I'm outside, please, can you, that's if they're around, of course. Can you please come and help me open the door? I lost my key. Am I a bad, like, am I bad? That I'm not saying me sometimes I get bad character, but is it that bad? Is it that bad that you are 5 in the house and 1 person misplaces their key? All 4 persons are not accessible. You're not gonna be calling landlord to go. It cannot be, even if they swear for you, even if your character is rotten, it cannot be that bad. Yeah. Everything is just money. So another thing here, another really funny thing here, it says once the agreement has been signed, any amendment to this contract will attract £50 charge. Like, this man loves Monica. Whoever prepared this document loves money. Like, if there's a mistake now on this agreement and I want it to be amended, something that is already on your database, just for you to correct one word or correct, you say I'll pay £50. That mistake don't bath. Has the mistake had his or her bath? What do you mean? Money never finish inside the matter. And if you check well, all this, you pay this, you pay now. Tenant, landlord, no, is not liable to nothing. The only benefit landlord has, the only time landlord is mentioned here, in fact, is he will take rent, but give out anything spoil, anything tenants. With Amber students, you guys, there's a standby maintenance manager in every Amber student accommodation. Okay, so if there's anything that spoils, anything that goes bad, just go straight to report. Whether your key gets missing, this one is not calling which landlord. Yeah. You just go straight to the maintenance guys and they will handle it, sort it out, hassle free. Moving on, you guys, it says if the tenant fails to attend. I don't use my hand enter wala. You know how you put something for water, I do poludum, and so I don't enter poludum of landlord wahala. There's no difference between UK landlord and Nigerian landlord. I swear to. It says if if the tenant fails to attend an agreed pre-arranged meeting with the landlord or landlord's agent without giving 24 hours notice, an administration charge of £25 will be charged to the tenant. So if there's a meeting, why would you call a physical meeting in a fast-paced environment like the UK where literally everybody, I think I'm the only one, okay, no, there's one of my flatmates at home right now. Like, every other person has gone to work, and even when they come back, usually everybody's tired. Why would you call a physical meeting and then you now say if they don't give you prior notice, you now charge them what, £25? How? Meeting, like what are you about to say that you can't send it via email or WhatsApp? It's really funny. Anything to just charge tenant, I don't understand. Now it says, should any copy or part of this agreement further to the agreement supplied when signing the document be requested by the tenant, a charge of £20 per copy will be incurred. I don't know if it's per copy as per page like this or everything. Like, if I want, maybe I misplaced this document and I want another one, it's already on your database, just print it out and give me, say I'll pay another £20. Chinekele kwamo. Chinekele. Okay, this is all, and then this is my, where is that my yeye signature where I no look where? See me, see it here. Iberibe. Laugh at, okay. I beg, Siam, Iberi. You guys, all of these things are everything contained. There are some I did not even read. They are ambiguous. They are not favorable to the tenant to a very large extent. They are more favorable to the landlord. So everything more like tenant will do this, tenant. It even says that if something gets bad or gets, we would have to contribute to replace it. We have the deposit that you're supposed to take part of the deposit to do any form of maintenance. You guys, let me even add another funny thing. You know the deposit they took for us. So if they took a deposit for you and you're staying in that house for 1 year, is it possible that you live in a house for 1 year and there is no wear and tear, both for the gas, both for the facilities, amenities, everything in the house? Is it possible? The answer is no. In other words, that your deposit low key, it don't go. It don't go. You see this door handle like this is already having squeaky. I'm here barely a month and 2 weeks, and that handle is really squeaky. It's not firm. So tell me how this handle is supposed to last for 1 whole year without wear or tear. You guys, when I saw this agreement, I really felt really stupid, because I'm one of such persons that will condemn people. How can you sign an agreement that you did not read? And guess who fell victim? Me. So you guys, to be honest, if I tell my friend this, because while I was looking for this house at all, he was like giving me some hint on this. Are you sure you not? I was like, the lie has to be. Anyway, if he watches this video and says, "What did I tell you about that?" I'll be like, I'll keep a strong face. I'm like, please, I don't want to talk about it. I don't, because that's it. Because he's gonna laugh me to scorn for real. Like, you guys. Anyways, guys, I just make a content people shall say UK landlord and Nigerian landlord, they did the same thing, and I have been scammed low key. Okay, so I'm confined to this house for like 1 year. What's in that God now blesses me so much that I want to get a more hey, you guys, anyways, thank you for watching this video. Remember to check my description box for Amber students. Book your house now and thank me later. In fact, you can thank me now in the comment section. See ya.